And so what our mission is today is that we've found out where village is. So we're gonna just make a path to that village. Don't worry, we will terrain everything around the path. As I said, we will terrain everything around the path. And then from there, when we get the villages all built, our Anglet Kingdoms, what we'll do is we'll at least do um a around a path, a ton around the path, and more in the mountains to form a change. Or get rid of all the trees, put our custom trees in, if we can get that. And this will be on this will I'll do this on PC. What we're going to do today is said we're going to do building a path to the village. Now I've got the coords for this village. The coords are 2,321 minus 340. I didn't worry about the middle coords because that's just height and that's just height. So we're going to make our way to those coords to be to that village. So that's what we're going to do. Um, I'm just going to set myself a timer for most of things. So our mission is generally today is just try and get as much to the path as possible. We'll at least clear the area where we're going to build the path. Basically, that's our mission today is to clean the area of where the path is. So that'll be just burning trees and. But we're going to build the burning trees and we're going to work out where the path is going to go. And we're probably just going to knock it out, like the dirt, and then we're going to wave out thing. As I'm not going to try and do this pattern over here, really not. I'm just going to put this coarse dirt. I think coarse dirt will be fine, completely fine, to be honest. So yeah, we're going to just do that instead. Nothing else. So I know that's the sort of stuff this bridge up, but oh well. I could do this actually. I'm thinking about. I could technically, if we want to do it, but I'm not too bothered. But yeah, so what we're doing, we're going to try and work where the path is going to go. Yeah, I'm just going to burn these trees, and this is where our path's going to go this way. Pretty much, we need to try and get this. We're going to try and get generally this to 300 and thing. We should be over to about here. And then once we get to around there, it's going to turn the path and go straight this way. And my ask the reason why I'm not making it, curvy is because the village is really far. And I will make it curvy a bit, but I don't find it nice looking if, the path, if it's really curvy. Like, yes, the curvy paths look nice, don't get me wrong. They do look nice, but I'd rather make it pretty straight. And most of the time, paths are not, what do you call it? But in real life, but roads are always straight, usually, in these times. Not many in these times, but in, the time this is setting in, yeah, it would be definitely, um, they wouldn't have curvy paths unless it's necessary to have curvy paths. So, Yeah. So I want to add curly paths to some where it doesn't need to be. Doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't. I want to range this around, but I really just want to try and get. We could go a bit more this way. Yes. Okay. This needs to go one more this way. Okay, and then we need to. Well, I don't like it when it's. Yeah. Oops. Ah, need this. Now, don't get me wrong. I will make it curvy. Um, I will make it curvy like this. I might make it go a bit more straight up here. But the idea is that I don't want to make it in the sense that it's contour curvy. I want to make it where it's necessary curvy. So if there's a hill and I can see there's a, you know, where the hill is, and I see there's a similar way down, then going straight down. What I do is I will make build the path or the smoother way down. I won't build a path on the insanely steep way down. That makes no sense. So I won't make it. So when I build the path, it won't be constantly straight. So see how this here go up there's very steep. What I do is I'll bring the path up here, and I'll make it go up here and along there and around like that. Because it's a lot less steeper here, and then just that straight bit there, it's a lot less steeper. So that's why I'll curve it around. until I can go back on to with through this, and I feel like if I'm correct, I can actually use the shovel on this coarse dirt to make part blocks. So it's actually a good idea making all coarse dirt for now. Do that. No, I hate that already on that second one. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe this. It's kind of hard because I can't really say much because it's damn trees. These trees. Yeah. Just gotta make sure you burn the bottom. Right. Now. So, yeah. So if I come like this, go like this, bring it. It's all steep actually. Now I'm thinking about. Maybe over here I could do. Yeah. And with the path like this, going across like that. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. We're going to do that. I think that's an easier way. Way easier way. Yeah, so bringing like this, going around up there. This is a lot more. This is smoother than up there. So I'm gonna go with this. think that's good. I will come back and get reward this bad, the way stuff once we get properly said. Because if I can get it up add-on which gives me what gives me, you know, what World Pony gives, it'll be great. But if I can't do that, I will get this World Pony USB, right? And then convert it to Mojang, the world, right? With those add-ons. Um, then, or I just keep with PlayStation and then just hopefully don't, and then get Axiom. I wish it was all Axiom on. Oh no, I actually feel like I could try and get Minecraft Bedrock on Mojang. Or get on. I might do that. What I do is I try and get Minecraft Bedrock on PC, and so I have the same account. Because that means this world and all its add-ons will be on that exact same account. So that means when we do get one, that means when I get mods like Axiom on PC, I can use it on my Bedrock version or on this world. And then what I can do is I can get, make custom trees and save them on Axiom and then plant them everywhere. So I can check. So that means I can do like 5 or 6 versions of spruce, 5 or 6 versions, oak, 5 or 6 version of, you know, of these 2 type of trees, and then I can just paste them, sort of thing. Because I don't like adding things which won't be on the tree, you know what I mean? But I see these people like really cool trees, and I'm like, that's really cool. But then when I use it, I see them use stone. But I see this one before in my videos. But they use like things you would find on a tree, like stone. The terrain's great because they use logs. And and that's true. You would find logs on a mountain, so that makes sense. But then they start to use things like wool. You find wool in a mountain, but how they use it, you wouldn't find it like that. You know what I mean? They wouldn't find it like that. And then they use wood to make rocks, to decorate rocks. I'm like, I mean, it looks amazing. It looks really cool, but it doesn't. But it takes away from the realism of Minecraft itself. And that's the one thing which I try and get in my worlds is I try and get realism. What would they find on that tree in real life? And what I see people do on YouTube, it's not what you wouldn't find a stone on a tree for bark. That makes legit no sense. You wouldn't find you wouldn't find a rock made out of bark. I know they do it for texturing, but it's like there's enough stones to texture to make your stone look good. Don't get me wrong. Like you can, what I do is, like example, yeah, it helps. But if I'm making like a rocks, I use stone, I use granite, I always use tuff, I use polish, I use polished stuff, and gravel because you would find this would make sense because when there's you do find smooth, slippery rocks out of the bush. You also, oh, that's my timer. Yeah, I have a thing where I usually stand up, but I sometimes get too bothered. But I make a timer where I wear less sit for 20 minutes because it's bad for your back. Sit for a very long time. So for now, I'm gonna for do when I do these, I'm gonna do it right. For now, I'm gonna do it. Thing. This here, you can use like oars, like you would find. You can use coal, you can use iron, because you would find coal and iron definitely in rocks naturally. Um, yeah, there's lots of things you can use, but as I say, I see them Telform. I see them use like acacia logs and that. That's great, but I use acacia logs for rocks, and I'm like, that makes sense. I'm like, that looks ugly. But then I see them start using loads of like wool, like they'll use grey wool, and I'm like, that makes no sense. You wouldn't use grey wool, and then also they're not survival. It's not really survival friendly too, because like if you build a massive world, it's really cool for actually playing on survival. You know, like if I like me, like my whole aim for this is to again make this world really cool and big. Also, you know, I love to do like a Christian live stream on my Minecraft world and answer questions or just talk about Christianity on Minecraft while I'm, going around. But I just don't have it 'cause it's not big enough. But you get what I mean? Like it'll be really cool. Yeah, so what we're trying to do is I'm trying to get to 304. So we'll get to about here. And then from there, we'll go to about here. From there, we're just going to go straight this way. Um, oh no, no. I need to make it go crossways without, what do you call it, without going down. Yeah, so we need to go this way. So we actually need to go straight this way completely. And then we'll be to pretty much 2,000 blocks that way. And then we'll be at that second village. So just literally need to go here and go straight this way. So pretty much that way. Yeah, so I wish there was dirt slabs or coarse dirt slabs in that. Because I would swap these out for coarse dirt slabs or path dirt slabs. I wouldn't use. Um, yeah, so if we just go this way, we actually go this way, we can go straight. Oh wait, okay. Yeah, if we go this way, oh, yeah, if I go this way, straight this way, we, it's not going down, which is really good, really good. I don't have a proper setup either, which doesn't help. And also, yeah, that is a new biome. This is a new biome which the add-on has added. I love this new add-on. I generally do. But adding 50 more biomes, it gives so much more to the game. Problem is with the biomes, the biomes are just so similar to like the base game biomes. They're just so similar to other the other like basic biomes. You know what I mean? But yes, the game has a lot of biomes. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot. But the biomes just look so similar to the rest. If you said to me how much biomes there is, they wouldn't believe there's 60 biomes. Or I think 66 biomes, something like that. They wouldn't believe you because all the they'll guarantee if you had to ask average person, with the game without any add-ons, and ask how much biomes there are in the best game, they'll say maybe 5 or 10. They won't say 60. Because the 60 biomes are so similar, they don't, what do you call it? They don't, they, that you can't really tell. That's the thing. You can't really tell because they're so similar. Like when I was watching the video, and the guy said there's 60 biomes, I'm pretty sure. I was shocked because I actually myself, playing Minecraft for years, didn't believe the game had that much biomes, and I legit understood why perfectly because the biomes look so similar to each other. Like there's multiple different type of plains biomes, but the problem is the biomes look so similar you don't realize it, which really annoys me. But it's like there's so much wasted opportunity. You know, it's like why would you waste that perfect opportunity to add so many biomes, but they look so bloody similar? You know what I mean? It's just such a waste, in my opinion. Yeah, we go this way. No, we need to go a bit. No, we need to go a bit. No, no, we just need to go this way. Yeah, if we go straight, we'll be fine. Yes, I'm going to make the whole thing straight because I don't really. In these times, the paths wouldn't. This is what this the main reason. Well, yeah, the main reason why highways are never straight is because your brain gets fatigued very easily. And the thing is, your brain gets fatigued very easily because how long it is, it gets you zone out. And then what happens, you crash and you can kill someone. That's why I know highways are straight, always curvy and bendy, because it keeps you awake. Which, is, good. But in these times, the fastest trouble you're going to have is probably maybe, um, probably maybe, a horse speed, you wouldn't realistically zone out. Like if you zone out on a horse, there's something wrong with you. I'm not trying to be mean, but that's just like if you zone out on a horse, it's shocking. That is generally shocking. I'm not trying to be mean, but generally, if you zone out on a horse and crash, mate, I don't know what's going on with you. Just trying to make this look way more natural. Yeah, that's a lot more better. I will come back and get rid of most of these trees, if we say it again, but it's just going to take a very long time. I want to do like this, okay? This is how I want to do terrain before I get an add-on which allows me to do massive work in a short amount of time. Anything again around the village, all around the settlement. So you got this is how I'm going to build them. So you got the main village, right? Main village. This is the biggest thing out of the whole thing. And then you got a settlement. Well, no, you got a settlement and then then a village. Anything, any terrain around the settlement or the village, I will change. Like this, I will check this. I don't mind. But like this here around the village, no, I will change the terrain. Definitely change the terrain. And the reason why is because this is where you're going to mainly be. So the terrain needs to be changed around it. This sort of thing, it doesn't need much of change. It just needs to be smoothed, basically. And the weird thing is that when they do a biome update, you know, like for me, if they genuinely added a new custom biome every update, like that would help them so much, so much. But yeah, I want to have a break every 40 minutes, guys, for my back. So every 20 minutes, I want to stand up for about and keep playing about 5 minutes, 10, and then from there I'll sit down another 10 minutes, and then from there I'll get up. I'm gonna have a walk, have a minute walk, and then yeah. I know you guys, and that's me, might be disappointing or boring, but but for me to give you guys more videos, I need to be as healthy as possible. And the more healthy I am, the better the videos are going to be. So it's a plus for both of us. Me being healthier, but for you guys getting more, content. So yeah, and I'm sure that if you guys enjoy this, you want more content. And for me to do that and give you that, I need to be healthy. I can't give it to you unhealthy. That's just not sustainable for me. Not sustainable. Might be sustainable for you guys for content push out, but eventually it won't be sustainable for you guys because I won't get pushed content out that much as I used to because of my health. So my health is the big is I got health, mate. Health is going to decide. Health will decide your future. It's one of the main things will decide your future. If you don't take care of your health, you're gonna die early. You know. Sometimes you can help it. You want to get cancer, but So I really vision something here, which would be cool, but I'm too bothered. I just want to try and get, what do you call it? Try and get to this village. That's all I want to try and do. But maybe I will do a bit and then I'll come back and I'm not going to worry about customizing the train instead of adding trees and all that. But I am going to do it in a sense that I will make sure that it makes sense with the terrain around and, it's smooth with the terrain around. It's not going to look nice if the terrain around it is very, what do you call it, not smooth at all. Like, just imagine you walk on a path and then you see the terrain just really ugly, not realistic. You know, like, what are you gonna do? You're just not gonna find it. You're not gonna like. You're not gonna. It's not gonna look good when the path not look good. There you go. There we go. Want to bring this down, so it makes more sense for the terrain. We're going to go with some of that width. And it is where it is. Oh, it's done, you guys. I think that's, yeah, I think that's good. As I said, I'm not trying to make this look, you know, like what we did out of the village. I'm just trying to make sure that it goes naturally with the terrain of the path. That's my whole plan, and I think we're getting that pretty well, to be honest. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, now it's time to. Now, this is such a very deep depth, So I'm probably going to do it. I'm probably going to make it go around from here, around there, up there, down there. Yeah, that's what we're probably going to do. Only because it's really steep. I don't like it. Realize we've got to go for this hill. So if we are going to go for the hill, I think the best option is to bring the path from here. I don't want to go for that hill. I'm thinking about bringing the path. Yeah, come from here, guys. Bring it to here and following this edge around. I think around the hill. I think doing that. Yeah, going around the hill, go and following this around. And then we can bring it back through here. We'll go up through here. Bring it up through there. And then we can probably do a bridge from here to there, around into there, back through here. I realised no, but we're gonna go around that way. Or actually, no, we gotta we go back. We're gonna keep this minus up. So the minus needs to be here, so we need to go this way. So we need to go from here. No matter what, we going to cut a bridge, and I don't want to cut. So bridge like through there. So we're going to cut a bridge from near to there, around through there, and around like that. I think that's what the best option is generally to do. Yeah, so this is a email about our stream guys too, because I've got a lot to do today. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So we're bringing the path around this hill. Um, yeah, around there. We'll just see how we go with the train. The train's going to be really, really tough this bit here, to be honest. Actually, you know what? We'll end it here. It's a short stream. We've got to go to the bathroom. So, I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.